Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are at a subscriber tournament, but I'm going to be focusing specifically on 1,000 rated players. We've got 2 players around the 1,000 mark. This guy's a 1,200 on Lichess, so about 1,000 on chess.com. I'm going to be talking about where 1,000 rated players are good and where they've got some room for improvement. So I think at this rating range, they tend to see basic tactics like forks and stuff like that. Obviously, not all the time, but they're getting better at that sort of thing, especially if they've done some puzzles. And that's probably the number one thing you can do, guys, if you're around 1,000 to improve is puzzles. But then comparing it to where I'm at, like a few hundred points higher than that, I think it's more about seeing it from both sides. Like at 1,000, you'll see a tactic from your point of view, but you won't see your opponent's similar tactics. So let's pin this knight, making this move look a bit silly, and this pawn blocking the bishop off. So this is always going to be an annoying pin. So I could slide back willingly, so this doesn't come with tempo. And yeah, we're going to play off this pin, guys. Maybe bring the queen to add some pressure. Maybe develop the knight. Probably just finish my development though. Okay, so this step out of the pin, which is a good thing, guys. But here, this 1,000 rated player has not seen this damaging of the structure. Not recognized that as being pretty scary. So I like to play this, just blunting their queen, stopping the queen coming to this square, allowing this is a common thing I do. I push this pawn in order to allow this knight to come round in order to push this key f pawn. So they're relocating their bishop. It's still against one of my bad boy pawns, but maybe they're going to try breaking the center. So I'm going to relocate and push this pawn if I can. Also preparing to just bring the queen in, but their queen does cover. So they're hitting this. They've not got any real threats with this knight move, so I'm just going to kick the knight back. No need to have that knight lingering, looking in on my position. So William, the 1,000 rated player, played it all right so far, apart from letting me damage the structure. I think everything else has been okay. This looks very natural. The knight moves, we take the bishop, the knight recaptures. This bishop is very nice looking at this king, so this pawn is pinned. Probably just complete my development. Get the knight to this central outpost square. Looks very uncomfortable for black. We'd be threatening this pawn. Just checking here, guys. Before you leap into the center, just check that you have a retreat square. You know, if they attack me again. So this we could pivot back if needed be. But why don't we take towards the center? Then they get their knight here. Still, the knight's not threatening anything. Although the knight does stop me playing this move. So maybe I should have got the knight in the center first. Right, I've only got 3 minutes. So if takes, we get a lovely knight. Or this way. I think either one's probably fine. Let's try and keep the bishop on the board for a bit longer if we can. And then we're going to reinforce with this c-pawn. So I'm thinking about structure, and I'm not sure this 1,000 rated player is. Just trying to make sure that I can always keep my pawns nice and together. Okay, so this is protected, but we got. It feels like we've got something here. It feels like we've got something here. Yeah. So, like I say, I think if the shoe was on the other foot and William had my position, I think he would have also have seen this fork. It's just hard to force your brain to see your opponent's threats as well. It's not something we enjoy doing, looking for how the opponent is going to destroy us. But you've got to do it, guys. You've got to look for your opponent's tactics. Yeah, and we grab that queen. So let's see if he wants to play this position out. The rook is hit, the bishop is hit. Now we're just going to trade down, further damaging the structure as well. We trap this knight at all? This knight almost looks a bit trapped. Well, if we throw this in... Wait, is the knight trapped? If here... yeah, I don't know what the knight really does. Let's just check. Just quickly, you know, even in this position, guys, I'm just forcing myself. I don't want to. I know you guys don't want to either. I don't want to, but I am just going to force myself to scan. Have they got anything? This pawn is pinned to the king. Nothing here. Is this greedy to try and trap the knight? I don't think so. I think I can get away with this. I'm just a bit scared about this bishop here. I'd like to take it off the board, but I think I can grab the knight first. Yeah, let's do that. I wonder what this bishop's going to do. I think for any real chances, even though the engine might not say this is the best move, a human would know that to have any real chances, you've got to keep pieces on the board as black when you're down material. But frankly, this is probably too much material. But yeah, just seeing that the knight was trapped there because it was just staring into all these pawns and the rook. And its own pawns were sort of stifling the knight. Yeah, and we get a little resignation. So back to the tournament. Oh, a few more people have joined. Nice. Okay, so what are these? There's still everyone around that 1,000 to sort of 1,300 mark on chess.com ratings. Be about there. So let's dive into this game. See, that's the one I just played. We're just waiting for the next game now. Hope you're all well, guys. Yeah, like and subscribe while we're waiting. You've got a second. Okay. Well, what is everyone saying in the chat? Everyone's very talkative today. I don't know if you can see that, guys. Everyone's saying. Yeah. There's chat absolute shit. Right. So, Lichess not putting me in a game, but let's watch this one. See what's happening. So, okay. These are two 1,000 rated players. So, pawn's been lost in the center on both sides. So, white could have taken this pawn, but instead kicks the knight back. Oh no, this looks brutal for white. Oh no, this is a very common tactic. This doesn't work because knight sacks. Let's see if black knows this very common pattern. Yeah, he's done some puzzles. Black knows his tactics here. That's a common thing because if pawn takes, you take their rook. Yeah, and white is just completely lost. Sorry to say. William. Oh, he's just had a tough game against me as well. Yeah, happens to us all, William. Unlucky. Yeah, but okay, chess player knowing his tactics here, grabbing the rook, and you know, it's very hard to hold this position for white. Should be in what? Take the rook. No. Here, and then what? I mean, you've literally won the game at that point. You're up a rook, just take it, and it's going to be very hard to hold on to the knight and bishop as well. So, yeah, like that just gives your opponent a chance to play a game. I mean, it's still probably better for black. So let's see how he can attack here. Let's see if I've been thrown in the game. Not yet. Oh, okay, so the knight has to block now to save the queen. But even that doesn't work, does it? You just take. Yeah. So, yeah, not taking the rook, but still absolutely destroying white after giving him a tiny bit of breathing room there. Black's position's still too good, I think, here. Even without grabbing the rook. So here, the error, let's get back to the actual error here. I mean, just losing this pawn in the center early on, guys. It's pretty bad. And then, it's F3. It's F3. Never play F3, guys. That's what they say, innit? Because, exactly for this reason, because it opens your king up. as we saw, and very well played. Seeing this tactic. So, am I getting put into another game? Not yet. So what's happening? Has this guy resigned? That's so brutal. It's check. It's check. Winning the queen with check. This is disgusting. Yeah. Okay, I've been put in a game, guys. All right, what is happening? We are against... All right, we're against the guy that just won. That just got that beautiful tactic that we were just looking at there. What is this? Oh my god. I don't like that. I'm so scared. This guy knows his gambits as well. Let's just take it. We don't have to try and hold on to it though, guys. That's something I always tell myself. When I've taken a gambit, you know when to let it go, because if you try and hold on to the material, often you get very overextended and it can end up being pretty bad. So this guy takes the full center. So I'm going to try and move towards getting castled. Maybe like the... Do I break in the center? Takes, but then they hit... Oh, they cannot hit my queen because of this juicy pawn. So I can actually break in the center and put my queen here, which normally you don't see because of this knight move. I'm just checking for tactics. Also covers this check. Is nice. So now I can develop here, and already I've got some pressure on the center, and they struggle to reinforce. So I think the idea of this gambit is once I've taken, they take the full center. I don't think this is the best move to capture. I think maybe reinforcing the center would have been a better move. It's generally better to develop and reinforce rather than capture and enable your opponent's reinforcing or development into the center like we saw with my queen. So this looks very natural, pinning. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. It looks juicy. A bit of pressure on this piece. Maybe they play like this. I go back. We are still pretty far away from castling, so let's put a knight in the center. And then, do I go like this? Slide back. I don't want to take, because then they take and my queen is hit, so... Yeah, I want to play this to put some pressure here, but... Yeah, I could go here, and then takes, and then grab the pawn with my queen. That could be an idea. But I do want to move towards getting castled. I'm getting a bit scared. I don't see how they check me right now, so I'm going to throw in this... Just another move, not castling. They're going to get castled first, and then I really need to play this and this. So let's see if they see this tactic. Take, and then here. Okay, they just resigned. I'm yet to see why. So takes, seems obvious. Hit their queen. It's got a better continuation than their capture. That's all you have to look for. Who's got the better continuation in these sort of two-pronged capturing sequences, guys? I've got the continuation hitting their queen. They've got the continuation of nothing. So after takes, I go takes. It looks okay for me, but I've been thrown into another game. So let's get another Sicilian. Who is this guy? Mr. C, I will beat you. I've never seen this guy in the sub-battles, so... Let's play like this. He's a 1500 with a question mark, which is a bit of a scary thing. But we've got no clue how good he is. The whole point of the Sicilian is taken towards the center, and then you tend to reinforce for this knight. It's fine for them to take, but generally they develop another piece. Let's add some pressure to the center with this fianchetto bishop. Okay, they take. You know what? I can throw in this in-between move, damaging the structure. But this bishop is very strong long term, so do I even want to trade it off, even if it does damage the structure? Could I put all my pawns on the dark squares? Could I go like that and that? Probably just recapture. This knight isn't very good, so this bishop is very strong, so I think it would be not fair to my bishop to trade it off. And now this allows this, rather instead of blocking the dark square bishop, so this is what I tend to go for in the Sicilian. this sort of flat structure. Now we're ready to castle. And then we want to start thinking about activating this light square bishop. So they're going to try and trade off my dark square bishop. Yeah, so they're going for that. We could centralize the rook here. We can go like this. This guy seems to know what he's doing. He's got a plan. This is a very common plan against a Fianchettoed bishop. Trade it off. So we want to... we want to get our pieces out, guys. This knight is bad. So that's making me want to break in the center to try and get my queen involved. Try and open up the bishop, maybe. I'm a bit scared. So if this here, they're threatening all sorts. We don't want to give them that. So maybe we hit the queen. Just opening up my light square bishop. Also blocking in this pawn. Thus blocking in their light square bishop. Quite like that move. But we've been talking quite a lot, and I think this is going to be a challenge. So let's try and speed things up. If this takes, but then their bishop opens up, maybe we try trade that bishop off. Although mine is currently stronger, so this takes. I think we're fine. Let's try it. This seems a bit ambitious, breaking in the center. I'm just a little bit scared. My king seems a little bit exposed, but I want to play this move. After takes, try and again close off this light square bishop, and should be happy. That knight doesn't have many good jumps, does it? Gonna have to pivot round like that, and even then, it's not got much activity. It goes that way. So we could do this. Or here, just develop the queen. Stop the knight coming to this square. Maintain the defense of this piece. I think it's okay. But then they get that. Maybe just here. Should be okay. Just go after this loose pawn. But the knight does currently cover it. They're breaking in the center. Alright, so if we got this. Not quite. We'd love to play that, but actually this piece is doing quite a good job. I really don't like the idea of captures. Right, I'm gonna have to take them, I think. What? What are they doing? They're giving me this? That doesn't seem wise. Oh, so they're protecting that. Okay. Yeah, I've got 1 minute left, guys. I'm not good under time pressure. I know I'm alright at 10-minute games, but these 5-minute games, I'm getting intimidated by this opponent as well. I don't have a clue what rating he is, so I'm not sure. Not sure how much I should be trying. This looks very nice. They take my knight, I take their knight. Let's try it. I've not scanned though. This might not be good. Maybe it's okay. Takes. What have they got? It needs to speed up now. I'm liking the fact I'm protecting this pawn. Okay. Am I not threatening some sort of mate here though? Is this not? Oh no, yeah, bishop blocks. So if here they block like that, we take this. Oh no, let's go like this. And then just attack the bishop. Like that. And they've not got any checks. We're just attacking the pinned piece. They have got a check. And if we go here, they've got more checks, so we have to slide back. But then what? Now they've got no more checks, right? How do they stop this mate? That is desperate. I mean, we've got 29 seconds, guys. We need to speed up, right? Okay, so this is a high-level opponent. You can see he's putting a much more of a fight. No clear tactical errors like we saw at those lower levels. And, oh, it's like this. Take the pawn, hit the rook. Like that. Try and regroup now. We are up a lot of material. So like this. Trying to get a trade. We're not getting mated here, right? We'd love to bring... what do we do? Like that. Got this check. Maybe... Okay, we love the trade. And now we just push a pawn. There's no increment, right? There's no increment. So we got that. Go here. We slide back. We got this. 0.2. This. And then we push the other pawn. We're losing on time. And then, come on. Nice. Oh, nearly there. Come on. They get a check and win on time. Yeah. Yeah, I was scared there. I wasn't sure how good that guy was. Let's have a look at his profile. I think he was alright. Performance 2000. I'm not sure about that. Played 13 games. We've not got any information about him. Tricky, guys. 8 minutes left. Hopefully we'll get another lower rated opponent and try and continue with the theme of the video of how to beat 1000s. Yeah, that's annoyed me. Yeah. Okay, Pac-Man. So we know he's like 1300chess.com. So bit better tactically than the last opponents we saw. Trying to put that last game out of my mind. I'm not good at short time controls, guys. I needed a bit of increment there. Okay, Pac-Man's slow to respond. Let's hit this time. Oh, he didn't move. Yeah, one of the big reasons I just gained 100 points in my rapid is just like drinking and eating before games. And sleeping well and stuff makes a big difference. Fully committing to that chess life. Right, I think this tournament's pretty much over. I hope there's some instructive points there about like how 1000s play, where they can improve, mainly tactics. There's some positional things about they doubled the pawns and stuff like that. But if you enjoyed that, like and subscribe, guys. See you next time. Cheers.